This is your one and only 𝐹iReSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome to Oxygen Not Included. So we're doing things just a little bit different. I know many of you were probably expecting Conan content today, but Oxygen Not Included just released today, and it's a game that I've had for quite some time. I supported it in early access because I know the game developers are good at what they do, and I knew that it would be an excellent game, so I had no problem supporting it in early access. And I've played it a couple times, kept my eye on it throughout its development, and today we're gonna play a little bit of it here. So we're going to do survival. And a lot of this is new, so I'm gonna kind of just be going through it here and learning a lot of this new stuff as we go along. So apparently we got like different starting styles now. So we got this is like the ideal survival chance, probable survival chance, likely, still likely, moderate, just different, like, and starting biomes, I guess, or starting asteroids that you can start on, and they are drastically different once you get in and the level is actually generated. And you'll see here, I'll talk a little bit more about it once we get into it, but we're gonna start off with ideal because I'm terrible at this game. So I want like the best opportunity possible. We can get different coordinates here. So let's just randomize that a couple times and let's start a game. All right, so we get a couple of different options here for our starting dupes. I'm going to re-roll these because there's some things that I like and there's some things that I don't like. Let's see, Squeamish cannot do doctor errands, gains morning attribute bonuses. That's actually not terrible. Narcoleptic, that's gotta go. I'm not dealing with that. Oh, you can re-roll specific types of things? Interesting. What if we do digger? Oh, we get specifically digging. Oh, that's totally new because before it was like completely random. So we could do digger, builder, and what else would we like to start with here? Operator, maybe? No, researcher, so we can learn new stuff. So then I guess from here, we just re-roll till we get what we want. Okay, I think we got about as good as results as I could possibly hope for here. So we have our builder, our digger, our researcher. We got this dude's bonus is he's germ resistant, but he's also a yokel, so he can't do researching, but that's fine because this guy can do researching. Their stress reaction is both of these are ugly crier. Those are the ones I kind of shoot for because the other ones are rather destructive to your base and can really bring your whole thing down. Like this dude is binge eater. I tried to get ugly crier to him, but the ones we got here, everything else is so good that I just I'll just deal with binge eating. When they binge eat, they eat pretty much all your food, and it just kind of it can destroy your whole colony. So we're going to leave everything else the way it is. I'm gonna leave the name the way it is, and we're gonna start. Okay, so here we are with our initial colony setup. We got our 3 people. Now, let's pause it real quick so I can explain to you. So with the different starting biomes, you may get stuff like more sandstone or more copper. No copper. No, I know there's one with like a little to no algae. And it's like the different resources that are around is one of the things that's affected by those different starting setups. So the one we got here is ideal to basically give us the best possible starting options that we got here. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig out a little bit and start setting up somewhat of a base here. So we want to grab our dig tool here, and we're just going to say dig out all of this and dig out all of this. And we have to be careful of different things because unlike a lot of other colony style games, this one relies a lot on paying attention to a lot of little things, mainly of which one of those is oxygen. Your people can suffocate. You can see we got like a little bit of blue here. You see like a little bit of blue. We actually have an overlay for that. Let me find out where that went to. Okay, so here we go. We got our oxygen overlay. So if you see here, like this is full of carbon dioxide, which of course, as you know, is poisonous to people. Then we got oxygen up in here. This is full of oxygen down here. We got some carbon dioxide here, but also as our little people here, also known as dupes, breathe, they put off carbon dioxide. So eventually they're going to breathe up all of this oxygen, and this is going to get replaced with carbon dioxide. So we need to figure out how to deal with that and, get rid of the carbon dioxide and produce more oxygen as well in a confined environment. And it can get a little crazy after some time. So we're going to unpause here and we're going to let them start digging out. And you can see they each have their own little settings there, and it tells you like what they've got going on, their breath, their bladder, all their different things, their food, calories, health, all that different stuff, their bonuses. There's a lot to this game, and there's a lot of like micromanagement and stuff like that. So if that's not something that interests you, then this probably wouldn't be the best game for you. I kind of like games like this every now and then. They're kind of fun just to play, and I find them somewhat relaxing. I don't mind the micromanagement. So we're gonna let them dig out this here, and then we need to start building some stuff. So we have our base here. We need storage bins to put all of this stuff in. So we're gonna build storage bin there. I also want to start replacing all of this with tile. You don't control them directly, you control them indirectly by putting things, and you can also like set weights to when things need to be done. You see here, I can like click on it to hurry up so that's more urgent for them to build, make it top priority, all of that stuff. You can also set different things for them. They got their own priorities on what they do. Right now, everything's just kind of, everybody does whatever they want to do. So we're going to need some plumbing here. We're definitely going to need an outhouse. I'm going to kind of just put that over here out of the way. Let's build a little outhouse room over here. So let's do some tile here like this. And we will build some tile across here. I'm going to leave this oxygen stone here. I don't want to dig that up just yet. And I will tell them to dig this out, and we will also dig that out as well. And then we're going to put a ladder in right here just so it's easy for them to get up and down. And we need doors. So what do I need for I need metal ore. So they're going to get that when they do this here, and then we will put a door in here. Let's build that there. We'll let them dig a little more. So they have to dig for the resources. As you can see, this all takes different resources. And as you have different resources, you can build stuff out of different stuff. Right now, we're building stuff that takes, metal out of copper. And all of our other tiles are built out of sandstone. So now that we got that, we need to worry about our plumbing situation. So what do we need for that? Missing resource. Why can I not see? It would be nice to see what that missing resource is. Okay, well, we had a resolution issue. It wasn't the proper resolution, but it looks like this is still not... Okay, there it goes. Now it's working properly. Yeah, I think it may have been due to I had the wrong resolution setting, which was kind of strange. I thought it was at 1920 by 1080, but apparently it wasn't. It is now, so we got that fixed. So we just need some raw metal to do this. So we're going to need to dig out a little bit more metal here. See if we can maybe dig that out. Is there some more metal around here? Okay, we got some here as well. So let's dig that out. I'm not going to bust this open yet. I don't want all this carbon dioxide to come over here to my nice oxygen. So we'll let that happen. And let's get them to dig this out, and we'll dig that plant up as well. And then maybe we can get some plumbing. We're going to need the plumbing really soon. All right, great. Let's get our outhouse built. Yeah, right there's fine. Let's get that going. And we also need, what else do we need? We get some power going, oxygen. We can get oxygen, get that going here as well. So let's put that, I guess right here, as good a place as any. And then we want to go to power. We need one of these. And then we will need to wire that up. So we just drag this across like that. Okay, so that'll get us going with that stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this oxygen... What's this one? Okay, this is the one that converts the algae. So that's all we got for that for now. We need the research station. Let me try to remember where that is at. Okay, there, it's there. So we need a bunch of metal ore to make our research station. So let's go down here and let's mine up all of this. Get that going. Let's mine this up as well. And while we're at it, dig that plant up. dig up all of these. We'll get seeds for those and we can actually plant that later. There's like a whole gardening system involved. And then we want to go base, ladder. We place a ladder here. We're going to go all the way down to here because I also want them to dig up all of this. We need a bunch of starting resources to get us going here. And let's do... Really? I can't build tile? Okay, I guess we're waiting. So let's speed up time a little bit here. Okay, we got time sped up a little bit. They're still doing some digging. They had a rough night's sleep because I had not built the beds yet. But now beds are a priority. We're actually going to kick those up in priority a little bit here. Make sure that those get built now, because those are important. I need to make sure they're next. One night's sleep won't kill them, but 2 bad night sleeps, it's going to be a little rough. So we want to make sure their next night's sleep is a good night's sleep. So they're going to fill in all this here. Now we just need to kind of wait till they sweep all this up. We got a lot of trash on the floor. We can select this here where it says move debris to storage, and we can just select all of this. Get it all selected, and they should clean all of it up then and put it all in here. Now we want to go through because we have one dude that's specifically good for operating machines, and that's the one we want running on this and the one that we want to do our research. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to priorities, and I gotta remember which dude that is. So that dude doesn't have any science, 7 science. I'm pretty sure that's our guy there. So let's find him just to make sure. Yeah, so that's definitely our guy. So what we can do is we can go priorities, and we can make sure that he is our research guy and that he is also our operator. And then what we'll do is we'll put these guys so that they can't do any of that stuff. So we'll just do that. You already can't do research, but you're also not going to operate either. Okay, so now he should be the only one doing that stuff, and then they will go do all of the other things. Now, I want to build a battery and connect to this. It's a craptastic battery, but a battery nonetheless that will allow, us to store a little bit of energy so that he's not always running on that thing. And then we want to place this. We'll place that right there. That's our research table. And now we need to run a little bit more wire over there to that. Okay, so he's going to produce a little bit of oxygen for us. He'll run on that a little bit, and then they should build this other stuff. Okay, so once we get the battery built, he should stop running on it once the battery is at a 50% threshold. So, or I should say below 50% threshold. But we got to just wait till that gets built there. I think we can also change the priority of that stuff. Clicking on this, and then we can make that priority 6. So then they should do that first. They're all about this cleanup right now. Let's click the priority again and take, okay, so that's 5 and that's 6. So they should start, yeah, there he goes. Now he's building it. Actually, I want to get this battery going. Let's go ahead and make that 7, and I want to make, can I select that as well? Let's make that 7. Let's get that battery going first. Yeah, build that battery. We need that built. And well, eventually this will light up here and give us some new ones as well. You can see our next one is in 0.9 cycles, we will get another duplicate to add to the colony. You can also deny your new one because you don't want to like overpopulate, and have more than what your colony can handle. So that's something, I mean, there's like a lot of stuff that goes into this game, a lot to pay attention to and a lot to think about. Usually why my colonies end up collapsing in the long run. I just can't keep up with it all, but it's fun nonetheless. I still enjoy playing it. I think it's really cool, and it kind of takes a whole new look on or I should say like a new take on survival, because you're not just worrying about feeding your people and making sure they have water and all that stuff. You also have to worry about like the gases that are around and just a ton of different things, making sure they're fed, making sure that they're happy, because they have side effects when they get happy and stressed, and it's a pretty cool game. I do enjoy it. Okay, so we're going to build some tile here, and I think I want to go ahead and just for the most part, just seal all of this in here. And once again, I'm gonna let that, I think if I mine it and I put it in here, it'll still produce oxygen in here, but I'm not 100% sure. I know as long as it's in this form, as you can see, it's putting off oxygen. So I'm just gonna let it keep emitting the oxygen. Once it crumbles and it's done, because it'll decay as it goes away, you can see it's losing weight, and it'll eventually just disappear, and then I can I'll fill that in. We got the little hatches here too. There's also like ranching and farming, and then like not just farming, but like creature farming as well. That's something that we'll get into later. Now we got to pick our research, so let's see what we want to research first here. Probably basic farming, so we'll get that going. And what else is important? We can zoom out a little bit here. Equipment, water cooler. Huh. Well, that improves morale. That's cool. That's new. There's a lot, like a lot of new stuff here that I have to refamiliarize myself with. It's been probably about a year since I've played this game or did anything other than just like, you know, keep small tabs on it. We got medicine. That can be important as well, because there is germs and stuff that we have to worry about. We also have air systems and plumbing. This would probably be something to get into quicker than, yeah, let's let them do this first, and then we will move on to probably liquids and plumbing next. So we're gonna go ahead and back out of there, and we'll let them go ahead and start doing all of that. Okay, so a little bit of time has passed here. This, our print pod finally lit up, and we have printables available. Apparently they changed it, so like I don't think we get a dupe this time. It says choose a blueprint. Oh, okay, so we can choose a duplicate, or we can get a care package. Gives us a bunch of sandstone. That's interesting. As you notice, this time we don't get rerolls on the duplicates, so we have to like, you know, just take what we can get. So we got this one, gains morning attributes, decreased strength, is an ugly crier, which is I'm okay with, but digging, operating, and suit wearing. This one gets destructive, which is not good. That means they're gonna break stuff, and vomit can be bad news if they get stressed. I think it's cool that they added the care package, although I don't need sandstone. I'm getting plenty of that. I think I'm gonna take this duplicate here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for nails. I don't like the name nails. We need another name here. You know what? Let's pick a patron name. Okay, now that we've given him a new name, we're gonna take this one. We're gonna go for it. I like the morning attributes. All of this stuff here is good. The decreased strength is not too big of a deal. As you can see, it's negatives, negative 75% tidying speed and carry capacity. It's not too big of a deal. And I'm okay with the ugly crier. So we're gonna print that one. We now have a new duplicate. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, so why does that still show that little thing there? What's that? That little symbol. Look at skills. Oh wow, they have skills now. Do they level up? Oh, that's new. Okay, well I'm gonna need a hot second to figure all that crap out. Okay, so it looks like the new dupe that we just got is the one that's got the skill point. The others aren't quite there yet. You can see here they're still leveling till they get to their next skill point. I'm not 100% sure how the morale is affecting them here, but this dude's gonna be our farmer. He's got the little hearts by the stuff that he would prefer, but I need a farmer because we gotta get some food going. So unfortunately, he gets to be our farmer, even though he doesn't really want to do that. Okay, well, our water situation went to crap because apparently it broke the thing that was there, or they apparently decided to dig it. I don't know. I missed what happened there. So now we have a serious water situation in the base, and I'm trying to get that situated. And I need to get a pitcher pump going, which needs to be in the water. So I'm not sure how I may just flood this whole thing. You know, we could just do this, and they can use that water first. What's that? Invalid. Why is it invalid? Cancel the building. I think it needs to be, the problem is now is like it needs to be, hold on, I'll show you. If we put it here, it can't because this is in the way, but it needs to be like right here. I could deconstruct that and deconstruct this, and they could just jump the hole, I guess, which is something I might do for now because they will jump one block. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. We could just deconstruct this. Let's try that. And then, actually, no, not that one. Crap. We want to deconstruct this one, build this back. We want to deconstruct that one. So hopefully they will do that in the proper order. We don't want them down here in the water all the time, constantly like getting wet, because they don't like it. They get cold and they get unhappy. So can we... Oh great, we got the water cooler. Great, let's place that there, and let's actually get the pitcher pump. Can I still not place it here? We gotta do 2? Let's deconstruct that one as well. Yeah, we got a bit of a catastrophe going right from the get-go. This happens sometimes, you know, you make mistakes and then things just go to crap and your colony collapses and then everybody dies. Why is it still an invalid build location? It's not. There's room and it gave me the white thing. What's the issue? I don't know what the issue is. But unfortunately, we've hit our wrap-up time. So if you liked this, you know, little change-up of something a little bit different, new type game, stuff like that, and you want to see more of Oxygen Not Included, let me know down there in those comments. Hit that like button like crazy, and I will do more videos on this. It's a fun game, and I think you all might like it, might, you know, enjoy watching colonies fall apart one after another, because it's going to happen. Like I said, it's going to take me a while to get back into the groove of this game, and I'm also not the best at it. But unfortunately, we have hit our wrap-up time, so that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you like what you saw, consider hitting that sub button. I want to give a big thank you to my patrons for making this episode possible. You all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to join my elite crew of Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and share your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.